Dobrý den, zdravíme všechny z kláštera Broumov ze Sympozia ilustrace, které letos probíhá už po třetí. Jelikož není možné se letos setkávat, rozhodli jsme se, že vám všech 6 ilustrátorů představíme alespoň formou rozhovorů, které můžete poslouchat čistě jako audio, anebo na Facebooku a YouTube jako audio s doprovodnými ilustracemi. Vždy, když uslyšíte cinknutí, ve videu uvidíte ukázky toho, o čem se zrovna mluví. Přejeme příjemný poslech. Dnes jsme si povídali s Marikou Haustein, která se účastní sympózia na dálku ze svého studia v Hamburku. So hello Marika, can you tell us more about your personal process, how you became an illustrator, maybe what did you study or something like that?
Yes, I can. I did a bachelor degree in graphic design and then focus on illustration there. I didn't study illustration mainly. And then I did a master degree in illustration. And from there on, I went back to Hamburg, to my hometown, because I did that master in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started working, but in the beginning, I still had I had a part-time job as a graphic designer for a company, and started to work self-employed on the side. And from there, I went slowly to be a full-time freelance person. Mm-hmm. And I still do both. I still do graphic design and illustration, because from illustration alone, it wouldn't be enough income. And also I like to do both. And I also like to combine both things.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's very handy that you can switch it and you can learn from one field to other. I think it's very helpful.
Yes, it is. And you also can you have a bit of a better understanding how the process works, I think. Printing process and the process of layout, and I think that's very helpful for me to have a better process in the whole.
Mm-hmm. And was it your dream from childhood to be an illustrator?
No. As a child, I didn't know that there was something like an illustrator, that it was a job. I think it was that wasn't part of my world really, and I never had an idea what I wanted to be when I grow up. I think I was more like a dreamy child and really not thinking about the future and really living in my own world. And I think I had some vague imagination that I wanted to do something creative later, but I think I thought I would be a writer when I grow up sometimes. Mm-hmm. In my head, so not telling this to my parents or something. I really had no plan as a child. I was really naive, I think.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And do you maybe combine this dream with your illustration career right now, that maybe you are dreaming about writing a book for children or something like that?
Yes, I want to make a book about the night and dreaming and sleeping. Mm-hmm. Because I think that's something that's very scary for children sometimes, to go to sleep, because it's such a strange situation. You are there and you are not there, and you have dreams and you have nightmares and everything is dark. And I was always afraid of the night as a child. And I learned for myself that if people explain to me why, for example, why the dark is scary, then it would help me very much. And I didn't have that as a child. I didn't have people who would explain me why I am afraid or something. So that's something I really want to do as a next project.
Yeah, it sounds very nice. And are you still afraid of dark?
Not so much anymore, but I still have like nightmares and night terrors sometimes. No, but I'm not afraid of the dark as I was as a child. As a child, I always thought there would be monsters or dead people coming back to life, something like that.
Yeah, of course. And do you maybe like believe in dreams that they are trying to say something to us?
No, not really. Like, I don't believe your mind has some secret message that it gives to you in dreams. I think it's really more like cleaning up your brain and and process your emotions, really, because it has to be done sometimes, and it has to be done in your sleep, I think, because in day your brain can't do it. Because you get everything in, and then at night everything will be put in the right places, and the things you don't need go out. And I think stress is a big for nightmares. Stress is a big thing. If you're really stressed, for me it is like that. If you're really stressed out, I have a lot of nightmares, for example. So I think that's these things come together.
Yeah, of course. And if we move away from dreams to the ground again, how hard is the competition in Germany? Is there many illustrators? How do you feel about that?
I think there are a lot of art schools where you can study illustration. So you have a lot of people who want to do it. And that means in the end you have a lot of people who want to work in the field, and that makes a lot of competition for a field where it's not that much work. So I think, yes, it's a lot of competition, and you need to be you have to stay on it. It's not it's not easy to work in that field, I think.
Okay. Do you feel that do you have a favorite color palette, or you are trying to change it or work with all the colors?
I think I work in black and white a lot, and always at first, and do colors later. So I always do my drawings in black and white and then add color on the computer, because I find it really hard to decide the colors beforehand.
So yes, in the beginning there is a pencil work, and then you will just scan it and add colors in computer.
Yes, mostly. And recently there are iPad drawings, but I did it by hand most of the time before. And I have favorite color combinations that I really like, but I also choose colors like accordingly to the commission or the task I have. Sometimes you just need a special palette for a job, and otherwise I really like blue and orange and red and yellow. So I think everyone has like these favorite combination of colors.
Yeah, of course. It's very probable. And do you make your living just from commissions, or as well some kind of prints and some author things?
I make my living mostly of commissions, of illustration commissions and graphic design commissions, and for some clients even both, and combining both. And I do prints too, but more for my own fun or for special occasions. I do not, it's just more like an additional income, but not mainly. I do not have like an online shop where I sell things or something.
Mm-hmm. And are you thinking about that maybe in future?
I'm thinking about it all the time.
Okay.
It comes up every few months to do it, and then it means a lot of work beforehand, I think. So you have to do things, you have to print them, you have to put them somewhere in your studio or your place at home, and then do a shop and send them. And I often feel that it doesn't have enough outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, I really like the idea to do it because I think it's really fun, and I like the idea of people having prints, and because really like to buy things myself, like prints and postcards and everything, illustrated zines or something. Yeah, but I haven't decided yet. It's still to decide in the future.
Okay. So maybe in some time we will be able to buy some postcards or something like that, and
you already can. You can always write me an email or something. I'd be happy to help, but not like
e-shop. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And what would be your ideal dream job?
Illustration,
like anything. I mean, in illustration, of course.
I can think of a lot of things, but I think the ideal circumstances would be like I can work as freely as I want to and fully concentrate on the work, and that also means that it pays enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I can think of a lot of things. I want to do a children's book, like I told you. I really like to do book illustration for a novel.
Mm-hmm.
And I am also interested in things like I'd really like to do a science comic about some topic to explain things. So if I could choose, I have a lot of I have some years of projects I wanted to do. If someone would like give me $1 million, that I would sit here and draw one book after the other.
It's better than have nothing in your mind. So I think this is a good option. And what did you decide to do for the Bromov exhibition?
I did decide to do postcards because I can't be there because of the situation. So I thought of sending a postcard to Bromov every day or almost every day. We'll see, and then to show them there.
Mm-hmm.
And the topic would be like, or the topic is, my situation or things I learned about Bromov from, mostly from the internet, and to write little comments about it.
Yeah, we love that little messages you are sending to us. Please continue.
I try.
And how is your life in this COVID period? I mean, like, how is your daily routine?
My daily routine is to go to the studio if I can. We split times up between all the people who work there, so I'm going like 3 days a week now, and try to do some work every day, and then stay home, watch a lot of TV, do a walk every now and then with a friend. And there's not much more to do at the moment because we can't go out a lot and everything is shut down. And that's my daily routine at the moment.
I think we have the same in here, so don't worry. We are all in the same situation.
Yeah, I know.
And important question right now: are you team dogs or cats?
I'm afraid I'm neither. Neither
Really?
of them. Yeah. I'm really not a pet person. I mean, I like animals and I like pets if there are someone else's pets. So, but I don't like to have them in my house. I have a lot of allergies, and so pets are not an option for me, sadly.
Yeah, well, then it's really understandable. And what was the job or book which was really interesting for you, and maybe you have some loving memories for it?
Actually, one of the last projects I did a comic for a foundation here in Germany about a program they did for 27 years, and we did it with a really nice team. I did it with a writer here in Hamburg and then a graphic design team in Berlin. And so I could focus totally on the drawings and the comic. Yeah, and it was such a nice work experience. I really liked it. And also the topic is very interesting because it's called a lecture program. They are sending people or have been sending people to different countries to teach German, but also to do a project there, but also to really learn about the culture of this country and really connect with the people and do something cultural there. Mm-hmm. And they founded these people with money for 2 years, and they could really do everything they wanted. And they didn't have to succeed in anything or something. And yeah, I think that's a really nice way to connect between different cultures. And so it felt really, it made a lot of sense to me. So that's what I liked about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds really great. And I as well read in your website that you created a drawing machine. Can you tell us more about this? How does it work?
Yeah, actually we are the drawing machine, but we build a box out of cardboard. It's like a meter per meter, and then like high, like a small person, 170 or something, and it has different slots in the front, and then you can write your biggest wish on a card and throw it in, and we would draw it as fast as we can on a postcard and give it back to you through another slot. And we would always pretend that we are a machine and there are no people to draw it. But
it's so nice.
we are sitting like really crunched together in this little box and draw on a very tiny table, and it's a lot of fun. And I don't do live drawing so much, and but nobody sees you, so that's very helpful, I think, and it really helps. It's really fun to do something fast and not so serious about the outcome. And yeah, it's a really fun project.
Yeah, it's a very nice idea, but you have to be really quick, right?
You have to be really quick, and that's the challenge.
Yeah, people cannot wait 15 minutes to see the picture.
Yeah. Right? Yes, it's a real challenge to be so quick, but that's the challenge for ourselves, because we are both really we are not quick in our daily work, so that's good for us. It makes it helps us with our drawings, and I think sometimes it makes the drawings better if you don't have too much time to change something and change it back. Just do it and put it out there. And yeah, I think it's a very lively process in the end.
Yeah, it sounds very, very nice. I would love to have a dream from you or wish from you, illustrating.
Yeah, maybe we can do it. If we can travel again, we take our machine and come to you.
Yeah, it sounds very good.
I would like it.
And do you work from home or you have a studio? You told us before that you have a studio.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, we have a studio. I have a studio together with 11 other people. We are 12 in total.
Mm-hmm.
And from different creative fields. We are illustrators, photographers, graphic designers. Yes, and that's really helpful right now because I still can go there. I really don't like to work from home. It makes me depressive after a while. I think it's cool for 1 or 2 days a week, but then it's really good to have a reason to go out every day and work there and meet some other people and talk about work and talk about daily life. And yes, I think that's something we are very lucky because the room is very big, so we can still work with 3 or 4 people there.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the most time I see people right now. So that's really, really good. I'm really thankful that we have it.
And there are other illustrators or other designers?
Yes, there are other graphic designers and also other illustrators. And then 2 photographers. I mean, 3 photographers, I think. So we are all from slightly different fields, but that's a good thing because we can talk. There are so many things in our work that are the same and some are different, and you can get a different perspective and show your work to others. And I think that helps me a lot, and I learned a lot from the others over time.
Yeah, so you are giving each other feedbacks, right?
Yes, sometimes. Not all the time, but if you need it, then you can ask. Even about things like this. About yesterday, I asked my colleague, I do an interview. How would you do it? What would you say? And she was like, okay.
What did she say? We can talk as well about that.
She
what
said,
did she advise you?
Be yourself. She said, be yourself. Don't stage it. Don't be strange. Just be yourself and tell it like it is, and then it will be okay. That's what she told me, and I think that's all the advice you need sometimes. Just stay calm, do it. Don't overthink it, because I tend to do.
And if we are talking about advices, if you could give an advice to somebody who's in the beginning, maybe of his illustration career, or maybe even to younger yourself, what would it be for you? What would it be helpful for you to know it before?
I think that's really because I never really had a plan how to do it. I'm really like a trial and error person. I just try and then I fail and then I do something else. So I would advise to, maybe have a little plan how to do it, not just go out there and think it will all work out, because it won't. And on the other hand, I really would say don't be afraid, but trust in yourself and what you can, and take your work seriously and talk to other people and learn from other people. I think that's what helped me a lot. Yeah, and I think most importantly, don't confuse criticism of your work with criticism of your person.
Mm-hmm.
because I think that's very challenging, not to think somebody doesn't like my work, he doesn't like me, because there has to be some border between the two things.
Yeah, that is really right. You have the point.
I don't know. I don't feel like it, but yeah.
I think this is good advice.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. It was really lovely to speak with you, at least like this. I'm very sorry that you couldn't make it to Broumov, but maybe like in next years we will invite you again. Maybe even for like you can be our special guest or something. I hope.
I really
it will be possible.
Like to. Me too. Thank you very much.
Děkujeme za poslech. Těšíme se na vás v dalších ročnících. Vždy na jaře nás najdete v Broumovském klášteře. Zdraví Věra Veselá z Czech Illustrators.